In our headlines for this evening, Privy Council hearing of boundaries change case rescheduled and NASPA facilitates customer service training. The details are straight ahead. Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Monday, February 9th, 2015. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. The Privy Council sitting to hear arguments pertaining to the boundaries change matter here in St. Kitts and Nevis has been moved to Wednesday, February 11th, 2015. The hearing was originally slated for today, February 9th, 2015, but the Council indicated that it could only have heard the matter from 4 p.m. following a full day of hearing other matters. Now moved to Wednesday, the matter will reportedly get a full day's hearing. On Thursday, the Eastern Caribbean Court of Appeal dismissed the appeal against a ruling in the lower court which declared that the January 16th signing and gazetting of the proclamation changing the constituency boundaries was in order. It discharged the interim injunction that had been granted pending the appeal. The appeal court then granted leave to the opposition to appeal its decision to the Privy Council. It ordered that nomination day would proceed as scheduled on Friday, February 6th. It also ordered that whatever the decision of the Privy Council in regards to the boundaries, the nominations would nevertheless be treated as valid. The appeal court justices further instructed that the Electoral Commission and the Supervisor of Elections would prepare and make available 2 voters' lists, one on the boundaries that existed prior to January 16th and one on the boundaries described in the proclamation that was signed on January 16th. Depending on the decision of the Privy Council, the appropriate list would be used, subject to the normal procedure for objections. Meantime, as nominations took place on Friday, a number of candidates were weighing in on the boundaries changes matter. Among them were the Concerned Citizens Movement CCM candidates for Nevis 9 and 10, the Honourable Mark Brantley and the Honourable Vance Amory.
Well, the Privy Council will consider it. I feel the courts have their role. We respect the courts. We respect the rule of law. I think it's worthy of note that you have heard no criticisms of the court or of the decision. When we lose, we accept that, and when we win, we accept that. And so we expect that the judges of the Privy Council make a determination. The message remains, whatever the boundaries, people vote, boundaries don't vote. We ask the people to go out and make their mark.
If the Privy Council upholds the decision of the Court of Appeal, then all I can say to the constituents, the addition to what is now 10, that they go out and vote. They have the change in the boundaries should not change their commitment. If it reverts in accordance with the ruling of the Privy Council to the old boundaries, the same thing applies.
Nevis 11 is the only constituency on Nevis which has not been affected by boundaries changes. The candidates for that constituency are incumbent the Honourable Patrice Nisbet of the Nevis Reformation Party and the Honourable Alexis Jeffers of the CCM.
My candidacy continues to reflect and continues to appreciate that the voice of the youth must be heard and the youth must be represented at all levels in our national development. And we will continue to do that. And so in going forward, we have clearly indicated that we will ensure that increased resources are spent on the island of Nevis to benefit the young people, the elderly people, the middle-aged people, the businesses, and all those who would want to avail themselves of the various programs that are available. I want to say that so far, we have been able to implement policies and programs and initiatives that have touched the lives of all the Nevisian populace.
The people of Nevis 11 are yearning for proper representation over here in this constituency. that is what I'm going to bring, because I do believe that if you're to put people first, the whole idea of representing people will be accomplished in terms of getting things done on their behalf. So I'm happy, I feel confident, and we are moving forward to February 16th to bring victory to Nevis 11 and go down to the federal parliament and represent the people of Nevis 11 the way they should have been represented over the last 14 years, and more particularly over the last 5 years, as the other person who was there, and I say was, which is past tense, has been there in the federal cabinet for 5 years and have certainly shown that he's not up to the task and has not brought anything to this constituency to make a difference.
Elections of members for the National Assembly of St. Kitts and Nevis are slated to take place on Monday, February 16th. In related news, the Christian Councils and the Evangelical Associations of St. Kitts and Nevis have planned a National Day of Prayer and Fasting with regard to the February 16th elections to be held here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Chair of the Nevis Christian Council is Reverend Karine White Richardson.
The St. Kitts Christian Council and Evangelical Association have planned a National Day of Prayer on February the 10th, Tuesday, at 6 p.m. And we are asked as a Christian Council and Evangelical Association in Nevis to have a National Day of Prayer and Fast on Tuesday, the 10th of February at 6 p.m. at the Methodist Church in Charlestown.
A similar service is expected to take place at the same time tomorrow at the St. George's Anglican Church on St. Kitts.
We are inviting every minister, every pastor to have their churches opened tomorrow at maybe all day if possible, and join with us in Charlestown at the Methodist Church at 6 p.m. where we will be in prayer mainly for the upcoming elections. We will be praying that all will go well and that indeed God's name will be glorified. We have invited both political parties or a representative from each party. We look forward to seeing them there, as well as persons from the wider community.
The theme for tomorrow's National Day of Prayer will be Investing in Hope, Transforming Our Nation Through Prayer. We'll have more local news after this break.
Welcome to Nevis.
It's easy to believe that all Caribbean islands are the same until you visit Nevis.
Nevis is the Caribbean of a bygone era.
You will enjoy a most intimate vacation on Nevis. You're only a stranger here once.
We offer exclusive and barefoot luxury stays.
With only 400 hotel rooms, our island may be exclusive,
but the warm, genuine and friendly welcome is just everywhere.
We look forward to meeting you.
Visit nevisisland.com.
Welcome back. After much evaluation and efforts to improve economic activity within the Federation, the government has added more items to the family shopping list. The family shopping list is a tax relief measure that removes import duty and value-added tax VAT from a range of items grouped under 3 headings: balanced diet, health and hygiene, and child care and education. The additional items include multivitamins or supplements, conditioner, toothbrushes, and dental floss. Some items listed on the family shopping list include chicken, margarine, uncooked pasta, toothpaste, toilet paper, children's diapers, fruit and vegetable juices designated for infant use, and exercise books. Medicines are not listed as they were previously designated as zero-rated VAT items. The Consumer Affairs Department says it will continue to monitor the prices of goods in the local market to ensure the value of consumers' purchasing power. Closer attention will be paid to ensuring that the changes in policy intended for the benefit of consumers are reflected in lower prices on the shelves of shops, supermarkets, and pharmacies. For more information on the family shopping list, Consumers are asked to contact the Consumer Affairs Department at 467-1550 or 467-1646. The Nevis Air and Seaports Authority NASPA on Saturday, February 7th at the Mount Nevis Hotel hosted a workshop for its staff and other stakeholders and agencies at the Vance W. Amory International Airport on delivering customer service in an airport environment. Stephen Hanley, manager of the Vance W. Amory International Airport, chaired the opening ceremony. Also present at the workshop was NASPA General Manager Oral Brandy.
This exercise is also expected to enhance the way we interact or communicate with one another on the job, including our internal stakeholders. While this is an initiative of the Nevis Air and Seaports Authority, we saw the need to include other stakeholders or agencies at the airport. We believe that an exercise such as this must be one of inclusion if the visitor or user of the Vance W. Amory International Airport were to have a pleasant and warm experience in totality. I therefore want to encourage all of you to approach this training today in a positive and enthusiastic manner in order to leave here at the end of the day with maximum benefit.
Chairman of NASPA's Board of Directors, Colin Doer, outlined the objectives of the workshop.
These workshops are designed for a number of reasons. One, to continue to equip you with the skill set necessary to cope and to function on a daily basis in your line of duty. It also enables you to build awareness of the need for quality customer service. Of course, at your daily duties, you're going to meet customers of various ability, various attitude. The key to getting through it is for you to be able to adopt an approach which is methodological and one in which you don't meet aggression with aggression, but instead you try to calm aggression. And therefore, it is our hope that by continuing to have these workshops, by continuing to expose you to persons in various areas of the sector who would have been tried and tested over a number of years, you would be able to gain some knowledge from them, gain some insight, so it can enable you to perform better.
Doer urged the participants to learn as much as possible, after which he declared the workshop open. The workshop's facilitator was Avanice Thompson, Layout Country Manager for St. Kitts and Nevis. And finally, the Ministry of Tourism is announcing the 2015 Nisbet Plantation Beach Club sponsored tourism quiz. The quiz is slated for 10 a.m. on Wednesday, February 11th at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. The competition aims to heighten the awareness of primary school students to the island's tourism product and underscores the important role tourism plays in advancing economic and social development locally and regionally as the leading industry across the Caribbean. Defending champions, the Ivor Walters Primary School will do battle against the island's 9 other primary schools, including the Montessori Academy, which will be entering the competition for the first time. The areas of focus will be cultural heritage, Caribbean geography and environment, and Caribbean tourism. The Ministry of Tourism recognizes the contribution of the Department of Education, participating schools, parents, as well as supporting staff at the Nevision Heritage Village. The ministry registers its gratitude to title sponsor Nisbet Plantation Beach Club for its long-standing sterling support and partnership to host the tourism quiz. The ministry also expresses appreciation to Bananas Bistro, Mem's Pizzeria, Nevis Spring Water, and Tropical Blossom Nursery and Landscaping Services. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. Good night.